Hello by watching this video. My name is Sherlock and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, where in the last episode we went and left off, not quite right here, but we left off in front of the police station roughly and stuff like that because we have a very, very big and I guess I'll say big and serious thing we have to go ahead and take on. Am I going the right way? No. The police station's this, but yeah. You know what? I probably should have looked that way. Let's switch back though into a little bit more traditional wardrobe, please and thank you. But we went ahead and left off after interrogating essentially everyone at a party that we were been at and stuff like, because everyone could potentially have been a murderer. So I think there's probably still a few more things to do inside, judging by the, the big all red exclamation mark and stuff like that. So let's hop back in. I thought I pretty much wrapped up most things, but at the same time, I would not be shocked if almost this entire thing happens to take place inside of here, because it says all evidence collected in the Montrose Mansion and stuff like that. So we have everything that we need for ourselves right there. So I think we can only continue on the Corona police station for the time being. So let's go into here again. Hello.
Are you able to help me?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Okay, well, I don't feel like they're going to be very helpful. So let's go ahead and go back through our casebook. Is there anything else in the Mind Palace that we can go ahead and put together? Mock Pinchetti. Okay, great, lovely. Appreciate that one. And the rest are nothing so far. So let's take a look at their deductions and stuff like that. What am I looking at so far? The murder had a key to the altar room. The ritual was a cover, or the ritual, Fabio was killed in the ritual murder. The ritual would have been taking place in front of people and stuff like that. Pinchetti is a suspect. Santos Pinchetti's efforts in vain. Batista was bruised by guest. Fabio. So what happens if I do that? Was bruised by guest. Okay. Pinchetti with blood splatter. What does that do? Okay, so set himself up for debauchery or something. I think that Pinchetti stepped in his own blood. Was stepped in blood. Accidentally spilled in blood. Missed the blood splatter. He had enough blood stain inside the shoe while cleaning himself after the murder. May have discovered the crime. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so where does it really want me to break down at this point? Because there's so many things to look at. It feels a little overwhelming. Alright, let's go to the inspector room for now. Hello?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Why don't you go and ask your rich friends?
Okay, well, I don't think there's going to be anything there in the police office room. Hello?
Continue our investigation while I look at the papers.
Alright. So what else can I do in here? Who else can I talk to now? Can I talk to anybody with new evidence?
I know you can untangle it.
Alright, what's the best thing to grab then? Because there's got to be something I can. So scientific person's profile. Kurt Montrose will note.
Smiths. The air here is rather refreshing.
Can I
I'd even
talk
recommend
to
that some of my friends visit the place.
Kurt about this? That's the only first idea I have. Okay, fried onions. There we go. Lovely.
I've
It's
no
one of these
idea
things.
about that.
Will and note.
I've read the letter about your will. A harsh method of ridiculing Santos. I doubt he will use mustache wax when he wears no mustache to begin with.
Where did you get it?
Is the slug here? Tell him. I shouldn't have to provide for him. He's a grown man who shouldn't sit on his uncle's neck. He conceives himself as my only heir.
And who is he to you?
He's a leech on my aging body. He has only added problems to my life since the death of his mother.
I fail to see why you made him your major domo.
He needed to know his place, so I taught him. I can't wrap my head around.
Okay, so that doesn't really help too much. Alright, interesting. Evidence ticket. So can I talk to
Such a tragedy at my party.
Vernon about this? Or is that
You've got a lot to do, Sherlock.
trying to? Alright, Santa, wait.
Please let me out.
There's inspection of all evidence on the case at number 62 to 60 in the evidence room. Where's the evidence room? Is it on the other side of the building? I'm guessing on the other side of the building. This is kind of cool if this entire, case kind of takes place in here now after most of the rest of the stuff. Okay. Chief Inspector. Hello. Evidence room. Hello.
Good night. Your ticket, please, if you want me to help you.
Where is my ticket? My ticket. Okay, options 5 and 6. There we go.
I'd like to check the evidence from this case.
And who are you?
Oswald sent me. I'm a consulting detective.
His partner, then? Let me see. Ah, a ritual murder. What a bunch of degenerates. Wait a second. I'll bring it to the table.
Thank you, appreciate it. Alright, let's go ahead and view as much as we can. Am I just gonna straight take the keys? Probably.
All the keys of the mansion on one golden ring.
Okay, it does say Kermacho, so that's good to know.
A heavily perfumed handkerchief with the initials KM in the corner. It's a miracle this ruby hasn't tempted anyone.
I'm not supposed to read his name off the front? Okay, never mind. Alright, who's this? Werner Vogel, okay. Oh god, what's that, Werner?
An emergency kit for boredom.
Oh. Okay. The letter is found in Vertigo's advice. Is your mind unsound? You can't control your bitterness, not around me. Not around me anyway. For me, it's kind of too great to risk. Too great a risk to ignore that kind of behavior. I can speak. Speak, and play with anyone I choose. I'm not another Matista. You paid me, but you haven't bought me. Of course, I'll keep your generous donations, even though they hardly compensate for your last terrible outburst. I'm leaving you, although Matista will still be around.
Not the time for privacy.
Okay.
Werner's personal sketchbook.
And then this is Matista? Yeah. One name. Alright, that's interesting. The power of what? Power of love, blood, and magic.
That's
Yeah,
not
you know
for
what?
bedtime reading.
Fair enough. It's exactly kind of what I thought it'd be anyways. There we go, side.
This ex libris belongs to Manchios Library.
The police find this occult book in Matisse's bag during the arrest. According to Ex Libris, the tome was taken from Mr. Mancho's collection. It contains illustrations and depictions of a ritual similar to the crime scene. Prepared the naked body of the recently deceased object of interest. Draw symbols of the Mars, Venus to enhance your power you possess. To use the force of the female nature. Pierce his heart with a golden dagger to be rid of the blood that does not love you. Draw a symbol representing your love while awaiting resurrection, etc.
The book describes a ritual similar to the one performed in the altar room.
Pretty damning, Matista, I'm not gonna lie.
To the altar room.
You are in a bad spot from that one. I feel like that is like one of the most clear sights I've evidence so
handcrafted
far.
charm that contains hair and nail clippings. Thank you, officer.
I'm assuming I don't particularly need those anymore, but oh my god. The power of love. Boom, boom, boom. Angry letter from Fabio. Letter from the Macho. According to Santos Pachetti and by the content of the letter, it may have been addressed to Kurt Okay. Any more of those? No, it does not seem like that. Alright, back to the casebook then. Alright, can I look at anything like that? I agree. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Power of love, blood, and mandrake. A letter from Fabio. Alright, let's do power of love. Okay, let's go back. No, I want to go through this door. Let's go talk to the Batista about this, because this literally describes how the murder would happen. And you know what? Like I said, I think that would be really hard to go ahead and get out of right now in this current situation, to be perfectly honest. Batista, there we go. Hello. Letter from Fabio. The power of
This book, The Power of Love, Blood, and Mandrake, what do you hope to achieve?
To learn more about the invisible strengths that govern us. Occultism is real. The master who fell that night when Fabio and I escaped, I made him fall. I cast a spell on him and it worked.
Or was it a coincidence?
The universe is rarely so lazy.
If you say so.
Okay, there's more to bring
Could
up.
Fabio have written this letter to Kurt Manchios?
Oh. That could be. I never thought Mr. Manchios could make Fabio that angry, though.
What do you mean?
Well, Fabio wanted to disassociate from Mr. Manchios. Clients who are in love are both a blessing and a curse.
But Fabio was here tonight.
Money. In our line of work, we can't afford to turn down clients who pay as well as Kurt Manchios.
Was Fabio afraid of Mr. Manchios?
Not at all. The old toad wouldn't dare to do more than sweet talk and touching. Talk can be forgotten, and touching washed away.
Do you practice occult rituals?
For protection? For fortune? To wash away the ugliness of the world? Sometimes to survive. I have the gift, and I'm learning to use it better.
Did you use your gift on Fabio?
I only used white magic. Love charms lately. Fabio became so distant. I just wanted him to be with me, but I suppose I'm not as skilled as I thought.
That's pretty damning, huh? Alright. Well, I guess I would also have to talk to Machos about these things. Private evidence. Let's do the...
Do you recognize this book? Could Matista have borrowed it from your library?
She didn't ask me. How ungrateful.
The things described in the book were inspiration for the rituals you performed?
Do you really believe that blood, symbols, and incantations can resurrect the dead? They are just eerie tales with a mix of occultism and voodoo. My rituals are a stage to show some of the forbidden pleasure.
Can I just arrest this dude in general? I feel like out of anyone here, he's the one that just deserves to be behind bars.
There is undeniable evidence that you were the original recipient of this letter.
What are you talking about? Is it addressed to me?
Your protege wanted a fresh start, it seems. This is sufficient to charge you.
Me? Hurt my star? Are you insane that you would accuse me of such a thing?
He did not consider himself as yours. Since you deny everything, let's move on. Do you have any idea as to how the letter could have ended up in Mr. Vogel's pocket?
You were the detective. Perhaps he took it from Fabio. Werner was a little high.
Alright, now let's go talk to Werner then. Provide evidence.
I don't think I can tell you anything about this.
Just a letter from
I
Fabio
have reason
then.
to believe that the intended recipient of the incriminating letter may have been Kurt Manchios.
Well, that makes sense. Too bad I can't remember how I came to possess it. Though I did spend quite some time with Mr. Manchios during the party.
Unfortunately, even with an answer, that may still not be enough to clear you with the police. But fear not, I will persevere.
I hope your attempt to put things straight will make up for...
You being on a bender?
touché.
Okay.
Please let me out.
Alright, so that seems to be what I can do there. Mind Palace, please. Boom, boom. See which ones you get there. Vogel took the letter under the influence. Machios planted the letter. I'm going to say Machios planted the letter. And Machios washed himself over the murder. For now, I'm going to put it on Machios because, like I said, even if he didn't do it somehow, he deserves it. Alright, let's do that then. Fabio broke Machios' heart. That puts that. Okay, and Batista may have used the ritual on... Okay, so that would be then... What does that try to pin it on? So if I do that... Vogel took it while under the influence. Okay, that doesn't put anything up. I really do want to just kind of put Machios behind bars, to be honest. Okay, wait. Set himself... Yeah, washed himself for the murder. Machios playing the letter. I very much want to do that. Crime and passion, sexual predator, kill Fabio in cold blood. He staged a crime as a ritual to blame Batista. He planned the letter in Vogel's pocket to avoid suspicion. Machios has no consideration for life of others. And so, crime and passion, Kurt was heartbroken and panicked and did not mean to kill Fabio. The improvised ritual was desperate attempt to cover up the crime. A prison sentence should be enough for his harsher punishment is the death of love. I mean, that's true. Like, I think he really did love him, but he is certainly a sexual predator. So, I don't think he should get anything other than that. Is there anything else I can do in here? Because I feel like there's more that I need to go ahead and talk to about. Is that the one that's highlighted? No, but there's still more dialogue options I need.
Please let me out.
Okay, not you. Can I talk to, I guess, the constable at this point in time? I feel like that's probably my the last person I could think of to talk to about it. Alright, letter from Fabio.
This letter proves nothing. Fabio wrote it to Mr. Manchios. It's time to free Mr. Vogel.
Do you really think I'm that naive? I need proof, not words from his friend.
Very well. Mr. Pinchetti told me that Mr. Manchios was lavishing Fabio with expensive and eccentric gifts. The letter mentions rich rewards and attempts to buy Fabio with them. It was written to Mr. Manchios. Who else was showering Fabio with luxuries to buy him? It doesn't fit Mr. Vogel's character.
Look here. We had a deal. Give me the murderer and then take your friend with you. I won't budge otherwise.
Well, fine, but you're just wasting time.
Alright, that does give me more Mind Pound stuff. Let's go back a little bit, please, just in case. Nope. All clues... Oh. All clues... Okay, so I did find everything. So... Am I good just to hang him now? Is that... Am I good? Can I do it? Let's hang him. Goodbye, Machios. Your Machios killed Fabio in cold blood and stuff like that. Yeah. Cold blood. He staged a ritual to blame Batista. He planted the letter in Vogel's pocket to avoid suspicion. Yeah, I don't... Like I said, I think it's more like... I think it's more that he actually was in love. Wait, let me switch real quick. I think this one's more true, but I think he deserves to be hanged. So I don't know. Grimmax was heartbroken and panicked and did not mean to kill Fabio. The improvised ritual was a desperate attempt to cover up the crime. First sentence should be enough. For his harsher punishment is the death of his love. No, yeah, like I said, I just gotta go sexual predator. I can't do anything else at that point, I feel like. I don't want to do anything else at this point.
Continue our investigation while I look for the papers.
Because that's... I don't care how it went. This dude does not deserve to be around. Like, no matter what. So let's go blame him.
The murder of Fabio did not have a ritual purpose, Mr. Manchios. It was staged by a man who wished to distract the investigation.
It's probably going to be a vague...
That might be
that's
true.
true.
That poor girl, Matista, wouldn't dare to kill the only man who cared for her. So, Santos.
Mr. Pinchetti snatched at the chance to solve his problems.
Ungrateful little scum. Will he be executed?
But what for? He informed the police as to the crime, that was all. He couldn't stage the ritual, but he found the body, I believe.
I can't believe it. Why did Werner do it?
Mr. Vogel. He had no reason, and he won't be a scapegoat as you plan. You put Fabio's letter in his pocket when he was intoxicated, didn't you?
You can't be serious.
You can very often deduce someone's life by their shoes or their fingernails. You are a meticulous person, but this murder was fairly traumatic and filthy. After you stabbed Fabio, you were covered in blood. You panicked and neglected to rinse the soap from under your fingernails. The devil is in the details, Mr. Manchios.
Nonsense. I missed it simply because of the busy schedule of the party.
Of course, a staged murder was certainly not planned. You're at the twilight of your life. You have no partner, you have no children. You had feelings, however, for one man. That was Fabio. You loved him. That is, you wished to own him with money and gifts. But he was also a free mind, was he not? He turned his back on you. Quite unjust. Love, so cruel and painful, and Fabio, with his words and deeds, made you feel the more wretched. So you killed him.
You must surely perceive that my sensitive nature wouldn't allow me to hurt anyone.
You staged the murder as a satanic ritual. It was easy for you, since you were the one who wrote the scenarios for the parties. It was your way of avoiding suspicion. A respectable man in his 60s,
Early 60s.
who hosts the cream of Cordona society, cannot possibly be a murderer. But the guests who behave like animals in his mansion, of course, one of them could have killed Fabio.
I did oversee a few of the rituals, but I did not stage Fabio's death.
Fabio played with your feelings. That was painful to realize. You spent so much time and effort to be with Fabio, but he didn't respond in the way that you would have liked. You wanted to be loved, but Fabio shattered your dreams. In the smoking lounge, he teased and mocked you. He wanted you to suffer by offering himself to others. The deception was unbearable. You were passionate, and so you struck him. Once you understood your mistake, it was too late. You were afraid, so you staged the ritual. With such a story, you might be sentenced to a few years. It might clean your conscience, and soon the case will be forgotten.
No. No.
This is my decision. I'll talk to Constable Oswald to see what I can do.
I wish everything were different.
Alright, so it is. I was right? I don't know. Can I do anything after I accused him or whatnot? I can technically switch. Wait, really? Can I do that? Accuse him and then switch from there and see how it goes? Not gonna do that because I don't want to see any of the reaction. Like I said, this man deserves to die no matter what, to be perfectly honest. But you know what?
There's no fool like an old fool. Kurt Manchios did it. A young boy played with the heart of an old man. The latter couldn't handle it. The evidence I obtained clearly shows that the quarrel was not intended to end badly. It was an accident.
Showing pity towards your own kind, Holmes. Whatever.
All I'm saying is that prison won't take much away from an old and crushed man.
Fine. A big name like that will still give me a promotion.
That's good, my boy.
For my part, not everything was in place. Perhaps some documents were transferred somewhere else, but I couldn't find a trace of them. Then I remembered. The discarded document drawers where we put the lost papers or the badly labelled ones, including the crime scene report of Violet Holmes's case. Everything I've found is on the desk here. Take it.
Your persistence has saved me.
Yeah, well, we had a deal after all. Your friend is free then. You can leave.
Good luck, Constable.
Beautiful. I feel a lot better about that and the one dude being gone in a way. So I appreciate that greatly. Hello. What's up, John? How you doing today? Is everyone else still in here, or are they gone now? Hello, Matista.
I'd weep if I had any tears left at all.
You're already arrested and taken away. Cool. Wait, did I take Matista out yet?
I'll remember this horror forever.
I got Werner's literally the only one they let free so far. I'm like, dog, I was like the... okay, sure. Whatever. I guess is the stuff back in my thing. Okay, he left it on the table in the police archives. Well, let's go grab that back then, please. Thank you. Lovely. Wait, what? On the table... This table? This table. Report number 0743. Officers arrived to find the deceased identified as Mrs. Violet Holmes. Lying on the garden in Stonewood Manor, a visual inspection showed the victim to be thoroughly soaked with a deep vertical incision, 2 inches in her length, down her throat. Face was swollen and covered in red blotches, likely cause of death hypoxia. Awaiting confirmation from the medical examiner. Main support Otto Richter. Main suspect Otto Richter was arrested on the scene. The body was set for an autopsy. That's a pretty brutal way to go, huh?
Garden. There's a garden behind our manor. How could I forget? That's where it all happened, where it all went wrong.
Oh, you did it, Sherlock. The case is closed and all rewards belong to the winner. Bravo.
It is merely the triumph of the truth.
Is it? No compromises? No lies? You're happy with your decisions?
An acceptable outcome, yeah.
It was the best decision I could obtain. The truth must be told in the way it is most acceptable.
You're making progress, Sherlock. I was right to believe in you. By the way, did you get that precious information about your mother? Oh, not that you must.
Yes, I did.
Forgive my intrusion in such a personal matter. I simply worry I'm failing to be of much help to you.
Actually, you were. For some reason, all the archives on the case had disappeared. This was a rare opportunity to obtain the impossible.
Outrageous. Perhaps someone found the truth unpleasant. Society usually rejects those who speak with too much honesty, doesn't it?
A comfortable lie is often preferred to an uncomfortable truth. Still, I believe that the latter should prevail, and I cannot remain silent.
That's quixotism at its best. Your mere truth cannot defeat institutions, systems, and power. Etiquette, religion, marriage, they're all lies told to preserve connections, love, and sanity, and it's all corruptible.
Lies destroy human dignity. How could you make a free decision without any knowledge of the truth?
Are we really free to decide anything in this world, Sherlock?
Oh, yes. It's a struggle, but yes, we can make our own decisions. That's what I fight for.
What an endless fight it is. Will you ever give yourself a break, Sherlock? You're a walking contradiction, Sherlock. You refuse to lie to others, but constantly lie to yourself. How long until the train comes off the track? I cannot look away, but perhaps I should take a few steps back. You're an accident waiting to happen, dear. Until then, I shall bid you adieu.
Those conversations with Werner are always wild, I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like this is a perfect spot to go ahead and end off this episode here. It's a little bit of a shorter one, but it's a perfect wrapped up to a really messed up case. And someone that, no matter what, deserves to be behind bars is behind bars, which is also a wonderful thing. So other than that, I would love to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, enjoy, greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Can you tell me there's